Hey, everybody. It's good to see you. I hope you all had a happy Easter. We had a good one over here. I'm going to get started on your lesson today. Today, we're doing something easy, and it is a review. You have seen this before in your warm-ups, so let's get started. So I have to start by talking about the did you know for today, because there is some background knowledge here. It does seem kind of morbid. You can marry a dead person in France. Doesn't that sound crazy? So the background here is that there was this woman in France who was set to marry, I guess, the love of her life, and unexpectedly he passed away, but everything for the wedding had been paid for. I guess he passed close to the wedding date. So everything had already been paid for, arranged, all of that. And she asked if she could go through with the wedding, and the government approved it. So even though it is kind of strange, I had to give you that background there because it's not as terrible as it sounds. It is a little weird, but anyways, I thought you would find that one interesting. Okay, so today we are going to be adding and subtracting fractions with common denominators. Okay, so I'm going to teach you without the book. I've got some notes that we're going to do in our journal. So if you will take out a blank piece of paper and go ahead and head it at the top. So you'll click this to see this video that you're seeing right now. And at the tippy top, I would like for you to write adding and subtracting fractions with common denominators and your goal for the day to add and subtract fractions with common denominators. Again, please pause me so that you can take notes, okay? I'm going to keep moving on through this. So your next slide, we've got some rules. Right now in fourth grade, you can only add and subtract fractions if and only if their denominators are the same, right? Because that tells you how many pieces the whatever it is broken up into, and they have to be the same before you can add them together or to take them apart, okay, to subtract them. Okay, so if the denominators are the same, then you will follow these rules. So first, look at the sign. Does it say add or subtract? So you're going to add and subtract the numerators, and the denominators you're not going to touch. They're going to stay the same, okay? This should be a reminder because we've done this before. Number two, this is the tricky part that you're going to have to pay attention to. If your answer has to be simplified, you have to do that. You've learned this skill, and ever since I taught you, the minute you learned it, I told you you're going to have to use it for the rest of your life, okay? So you're going to simplify if needed. I reminded you of our shortcuts to know if it's already in simplest form. It is in simplest form if both numbers are prime. If it's 1 away, remember 1/2, 1 over 2, 2 over 3, 3 over 4, 4 over 5. If they're 1 away, they're already in simplest form. If their greatest common factor is 1, so they don't share any common factor, and if there's a 1 in the numerator. So there's are right there 4 shortcuts to help you know if an answer is already in simplest form, okay? And then step 3, you are going to add and subtract whole numbers. We're going to do more of this tomorrow, okay? So not hard. I'm going to show you an example today. We'll focus more on this tomorrow and Thursday. But anyways, if you have whole numbers, you're going to add or subtract those if they're there. All right. And then I want you to put some examples here. The examples I'm going to show you on the video, I want you to copy in your journal. Okay. So I've taken a picture of all of my notes. If you prefer writing them this way, that's fine too. So here's the full page of notes for you. And let's get started with some examples. So today I'm only going to give you fractions that have the same denominator. Okay, because that's our goal. So I'm going to go ahead, bear with me, let me test something. I wonder if my pen will work when I'm in present. No. Okay, so we'll do it from here. Come back over here. All right. Example. Let's do a nice pretty color. Okay, so here we go. Let me see my examples that I have here. Let's do 2/7 plus 4/7. All right. So my denominators are the same. So I can add them in fourth grade. Okay. It does change, but right now in fourth grade, you can add them because they have the same denominators. So step 1 said that if we have the same denominators, then we add the numerators and we leave the denominator the same. So 2 plus 4 is 6. Denominator stays the same. That's the answer, 6/7. Let's do another one. Let's do, remember to copy these in your journal, please. 3/17 plus 8/17. Ah, the 8s are the hardest. Okay, so because the denominators are the same, I can add them. So 3 plus 8 is 11. 17 plus 17, nope, not going to do that. Denominators stay the same. So 3/17 plus 8/17 is 11/17. Now, think about simplest form here. So do I need to simplify my answers? Well, 6/7, if I remember my tricks, they are 1 away. So no, they're already in simplest form. Let's come down to 11/17. If I go into my journal and I pull out my, I don't know, can't find it right away here, but if I was to look at my prime and composite chart, I would see that both 11, yeah, guys, can't find it, sorry. I would know that 11 and 17 are both prime, so they are in simplest form as well, okay? All right, let me get, there we go, another blank slide. Oh, now I've lost my examples. All right, let's do another one. Example, 2/10 plus 3/10. Okay, so are my denominators the same? Yes, so I can go ahead and add these fractions. Remember, I add the numerator, the denominator stays the same, so 2 plus 3 is 5. Careful not to multiply here. We've been doing a lot with multiplication. And the denominator stays the same. Okay, so 5/10. Now, I know that 5/10 can be simplified because 5 is half of 10. So 5/10 is equal to 1/2. Okay, so your answer is 1/2. And now what I could, well, hi, Rowan. You're not supposed to be down here. Another way to simplify is to remember you list the factors of 5 and 10. Okay, 1 and 5. Yes, Mama is videoing. And the factors that make 10. 1, 2. I'm going to pause because everybody is going to watch this instead of listen to me. Go, Rowan. Okay, so what makes, let's get back to it. I know it was distracting. I'm sorry. So the factors that make 10, 1, 2, 5, and 10. And then remember how we simplify. You're going to circle the greatest common factor, and you're going to divide the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor. 5s aren't too easy either. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. Okay, so even if you didn't remember the half trick, all right? Now, I am going to show you one example using the whole numbers because we wrote them in our journal. Your work today is only going to be adding. Okay, the reason I had you take notes for adding and subtracting is because the rules don't change at all. Just follow the sign. So if it says to subtract, then we would subtract. All right. Tomorrow we're going to do more subtracting, but good news is you've already taken the notes. So tomorrow we'll just have examples. Okay. So I said I was going to show you a mixed number, and I'm going to do it adding just because that's where we're at today. Okay. So let's do 3 1/3 plus 2 1/3. Now, we haven't worked a lot with these numbers. I think you might remember the vocabulary word I gave these. So if you have a whole number and a fraction, that's called a mixed number because you have a mixture of numbers. You have a whole and then a part of a whole, which is the fraction. Okay, so nothing changes. You are just going to add the whole numbers and then add the fractions. Okay, so you still have to add them as part of your answers. Okay, so 3 plus 2 is 5 wholes, and 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. So your final answer is 5 2/3. Okay, so these can get a little more complicated, and I'll work with you through that when we get further into this skill. But today we're going to take it nice and slow, super easy. All right, so let me keep going through the slides here. Actually, I'm going to delete all of these before I put them accidentally and they're blank in there and you get confused. Okay, so when I finish this video, you're going to go back into your slides, all right? And after the notes, as you see, I have another video in here, Math Antics. Okay, so this is linked. So just click him and his video will come up. This is good. Again, it has adding and subtracting. Tomorrow we're doing subtracting, so it's good that you're watching this, all right? Again, right now, nothing changes, okay? So click on, I can't remember his name, click on the guy and the video will come up. It's a short video. You can see it's about 4 minutes. When he's done, your assignment is on the last slide, okay? So you're going to get into your math book and you're going to answer some addition problems. Stop all of the fractions have common denominators. I'm not going to throw any curveballs at you. Okay, so where do I have your book? Here it is. So it looks like the homework pages. All right, so you're going to do 2 through 10. And then on the next page, you're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let me go back. So all that is here for you. So you're doing 2 through 10. That's 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. When you finish, I want you to come over here. You can click the picture of the words. Either one of them is going to take you to your Google form, and you are going to fill in your answers. Okay, I have not put the correct answers in here because I know that was confusing last week, but I can see. I don't know why that's doing that. I can see what you put. Okay, I can see your answers. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so today, again, let me go back to this page. All of your problems are addition. Okay, and then tomorrow we'll focus more on subtraction. All right, guys, I hope this has been helpful. The videos should help. My video and then Math Antics video should help, and you've had this skill before. Okay, again, comment to me if you're having problems, or send me an email. The comments come to me as an email, so I get them right away. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to check your social studies. Today we're going to do state locations. Okay, all right, guys, have a good day. Bye.